How's it going, Super Friends? Another day, another action figure review, and for today it's going to be the DC Collectibles DC Films version of the Henry Cavill Superman from the Batman v Superman movie. This is one that I've been really excited about and I can't wait to open, so let's just have a quick look at the packaging and then release him from his cardboard and plastic prison. So the front of the packaging has that really attractive looking window box with the blue and the white motif, a very simple motif, and on the back you have a picture of not only Superman, the prototype version, but you also have the armored Batman figure, which they did release as well. Now, sadly, there was a Wonder Woman that they had shown us in this DC Films line, and they just never released her for some reason. I don't know why. It's DC Collectibles. That's just like a thing that they do. DC Icons. So it's a sad thing, but right now all we have is the Superman and the armored Batman. It would have been nice to get that Wonder Woman and a regular Batman, but this is what we have to work with. Okay, so now let's open them up. All right, Henry. You can do it. Let's bust you out. Boom! And here's what you get. All right, come on out of there, Cavill. There you go. And we'll just yard sale. So in the packaging, you get this extra Henry Cavill head with the creepy looking eye holes. Creepy, that is, just until you install the heat vision that he came with into those eye holes, and then everything begins to make sense, and it's less of an image of nightmares. You also get these two open hands and a couple of less open hands. But possibly the second coolest thing that you get in the package actually is this really well-made, well-put-together flight stand. I'm really looking forward to using this with action figure photography. Look, it's got a little thumb clip. But most importantly, you get the Superman action figure itself, and for something that was released directly from the people of DC through DC Collectibles, this is not a bad offering for a multi-articulated figure. Not the best, there are ways that this could be improved, but it's certainly not a terrible offering. And at first glance, so far, I'm impressed. If not with the articulation to start with, just from the overall color scheme and sculpt of this action figure. And I've seen other companies do the extremely articulated Superman figures before, and sometimes they work really well and other times they don't as far as looks go. So far I'm giving this good points as far as how the figure looks. Now the Superman figure does come complete with a cloth goods cape, as you can see here, and a lot of people are big fans of the cloth goods cape. I'm okay without it. I'm okay with it. I often end up taking my cloth goods capes off and replacing them with like a more of a rubber cape, but this is the kind of cape where I'll actually leave this right on here. I won't do any cape work to this figure, and it's kind of nice because it tucks nicely right into his costume right there, just like it does in the movie. So that's a bonus. It's attached really, really well. It's not coming off. It's firm. And it's a nice shade of red, as you can see here. And it's a wired cape, which enables us to do a lot more cool stuff with action figure photography and a flight stand. So the cape, as far as I'm concerned, is a really big bonus for this Superman action figure. And then we have the overall look and color scheme of this figure. The blue, to me, seems good enough. It's accurate enough for the movie. You have the nice lighter shiny blue accents all over the figure, and they pop. Like, I'm not sure if the video is showing up, but in real life they pop. They look really, really nice. The S itself, you can see all that detailing on his S. Looks quite nice. It's a bit sloppy up here in the paintwork, but the sculpting looks nice, and you can see even with the lighter blue on the outside of the S there, they've really tried to make this something special in comparison to their regular DC collectible offerings. And then you got the boots right here, some shading on the boots. This is a solid attempt at creating a Henry Cavill Superman figure from DC Collectibles, and it belongs so far as I can see, right up there with any other company like Mafex or Mezco who have done Henry Cavill Superman. Looking up close at the head sculpt here, you can see they've done a pretty good job capturing Cavill's likeness. I've seen better, definitely seen better, but I've also seen worse. He looks a little bit complacent more than anything. Yeah, okay, fine, I'll fly over there and blow that fire out on that building. All right, I'll punch Brainiac in the face, knock him into next Tuesday, whatever. Joking aside, though, this is a very high-quality figure just to look at in general, and if you were not someone that was into customizing, you could very easily pick this guy up, pose him on your shelf, and be satisfied with him just like that. Now, articulation for the Superman is going to be as follows. The head is on a ball joint, and the neck actually has some articulation forward and backwards. So there's double articulation in the head and neck department. You've got up here in the shoulders, you have some articulation forward and backwards. And DC Collectibles isn't exactly known for that kind of articulation, so that's kind of a nice plus. it mixes in well. It doesn't stand out too bad. Then you've got your shoulder articulation in general, which is your ball hinge. You got your bicep swivels, really tight, but he does have bicep swivels. And then you've got your double articulated elbows on both sides here, so he can get into a boxing match with Muhammad Ali. You got your wrists, and they're on ball pegs, and you've got your articulation under here, under his chest. Kind of a strange place for it. It doesn't really do a lot. You can turn all around, but as far as up and down, which is what you would have this articulation for, it doesn't really do that much. You probably could have left it out, but it will add just a little bit. Then you got the waist, which is also on a ball peg, and it can't go 360. Then again, which of us can go 360 at the waist? Ha ha ha, yuck, yuck, yuck. Then you've got your articulation here in the groin, ball peg, and it also is a drop hinge, which is a nice touch. You've got articulation right up here, and that can rotate, and you got your double jointed knees, and there's a lot there. Kind of ugly, not gonna lie. That is definitely kind of ugly. Double jointed knee articulation. They just, I don't know. It works, it's just kind of ugly. Then you got the ankles, and the ankles are on ball joints, and they rotate this way and that. So a lot forward, a lot backwards, but there is also some side to side if you turn it. You got to turn the ball peg there, and you should be able to pose them exactly how you want to. So that's what you've got for articulation for this Henry Cavill Superman figure. Wow, it's so easy to get them all jangled up. Stand still, buddy. Oh man. No, lay down then. I don't care. Now as far as the swapping of the heads goes, you just grab him and carefully pop it out. You don't want to pull too hard. You want to be careful because this moves itself, and the last thing you want to do is wreck it. The peg came out in his head. Darn it. Friggin' get back in there. Right, where were we? Oh, yes. So we're going to put the other head on the shoulders here. You're just going to pop it. You're just going to just want to get on there. And just want to get there. There we go. And here he is with the heat vision head / eyes attached to his body. And if you're the kind of person that's into posing your Superman characters that come with the heat vision eyes with this kind of head, I mean, this is going to be attractive to you. For me, I never ever pose my Superman figures that come with heat vision eyes. I never pose them with the heat vision. I always just pose them with the regular head. Also, I've seen some people take their Superman figure and actually swap the head out for this one, which actually may be something I'll do. I know it doesn't look more like Henry Cavill. I just oddly enough prefer this head sculpt to this one or this one. What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments below. The one that actually looks maybe a bit more like his actual head, or the one that looks possibly a bit more heroic? Go long! I'm open! Go long! Here's what it looks like when you install the open hands on him. Looks like he's about to catch a football. Hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your... No, too much. Okay. Bad joke, bad joke. Just slap the cuffs on me. I'm good to go. Henry, shut up. You're not winning us any fans with these bad jokes. Now, I do want to warn you, when you take the hands off and put the other ones on, that it is a very, very, very small, tiny little ball joint there. And so I could imagine people who have bought this figure being maybe just a little bit careless or rough with it, by mistake even, and just snapping it. So I really want to warn you to try and be very careful with that. I'd hate to see someone leave in the comment section that they broke theirs, changing the fingers, changing the hands. Now for that size and scale comparison, on the left, I've got the Mattel Superman from Batman v Superman, and on the right, I've got a Mattel Multiverse. It's really a DC Universe Classic scale Superman here. Now, both of them have been customed, as always. If you follow my Instagram, you know that it's like an addiction of mine, but you'll get the point for size and scale. He's actually quite a bit bigger than both of them. Superman is head and shoulders almost taller than the Mattel offering of Henry Cavill, and he's still quite a bit taller than the DC Universe Classics buck as well. So that should give you an idea of how big he is. It makes sense that DC Collectibles is going to start offering up these highly articulated action figures. I wish they did this kind of thing a lot more. That would give them a solid footing in competition with other companies like SH Figuarts and with Mafex. However, this is not the sort of thing that they do very often. They did it well, but don't do it often enough. And I highly recommend this figure to anyone who's looking to possibly even pick up their definitive Henry Cavill Man of Steel / Batman v Superman action figure. And with that, we have now come to the very end of the video. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed this video, found it educational, entertaining, anything at all, please leave a like on it so I know that you liked it. Any comments at all, leave them down in the comment section below because I read absolutely every comment. And if you think you may want to see more of my sort of content show up in your inbox, well, just hit the subscribe button. Remember to ding the bell so that you never miss a video, and I'll see you with the next one. Have a great day, super friends. Take care.